Waterproof cameras are designed for capturing stunning underwater and adventure shots. Built to withstand water, dust, and shocks, they are perfect for snorkeling, diving, and outdoor activities. With durable construction and high-resolution imaging, they ensure clear, vibrant photos in extreme environments. In this video, we are going to show you the top 5 best waterproof cameras 2025. I'm trying to list those based on price, quality, and more. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and never miss a product review. Number 5. Fujifilm 600-19756 FinePix. Surprisingly good. There are a few things about the Fujifilm XP120 that make this camera such an interesting and attractive option for different types of customers. But we would like to start with the price. Mostly because the camera costs a smidge above $100, and given all that it offers in return, that kind of price tag is surprisingly modest. Generally speaking, you'd be naive to expect anything other than passable specs and run-of-the-mill features from this kind of budget option, but that isn't even remotely the case here. Starting with the specs, the waterproof camera from Fujifilm will allow you to snap pictures and shoot videos in the 1920 by 1080 Full HD resolution, which isn't too shabby in and of itself for this kind of price range. But on top of that, it also offers you the option to shoot in 60 frames per second, meaning that you will be able to record the kind of smooth footage that will do a far better job of depicting your undeniably awesome adventures. High-speed shooting. Of course, all of that is possible thanks to the optical sensor. Or in this case, a 16.4 MP CMOS 1/2.3 sensor that offers remarkable clarity even in the most low-light environment. By the way, you don't always have to choose between taking a photo or shooting a video, as the model offers you the perfect middle ground with its 10 frames per second high-speed continuous shooting feature. Number 4. Nikon Coolpix W100. A few good features. The Nikon W100 is the kind of waterproof camera that is mostly defined by all of the extra features implemented by the Japanese optics manufacturers. All of these extra features may not provide enough to make the camera in question one of the best options on the market, but they certainly add enough value to attract the technophile crowd and the extreme photography enthusiasts. For starters, we would like to direct your attention towards the Nikon's very own target-finding autofocus technology that does a pretty remarkable job of automatically locating the intended subject within the frame. That said, snapping pictures underwater can be one hell of a task, but not with the help of the underwater face framing function. When activated, the feature looks for faces and takes a picture the moment it identifies one. And since this is a Nikon camera, the folks behind it didn't forget to include the Scene Auto selector. In case it doesn't ring any bells with you, the said function helps the camera figure out exactly what kind of picture you're looking to take and set an appropriate mode without involving the user in this tedious process. Sharp shots. A waterproof camera is synonymous with extreme sports and some of the most exhilarating outdoor activities, which is why no good camera like that would be complete without the motion detection technology. Number 3. Fujifilm FinePix XP80. Ultimate protection. The Japanese have a long-term experience in the production of amateur and professional photo equipment and accessories. Fujifilm is one of the world-known leaders in this sphere. This review is about Fujifilm FinePix XP80, which may become your good companion for a vacation or an extreme adventure. The active adventurers will appraise the usefulness of this Fujifilm camera under the toughest conditions. The FinePix XP80 device features the IP68 security grade, meaning it is 4-way proof. It withstands sand and dust, is waterproof up to 50 feet, and can be dropped from the 6 feet height safely. You can confidently take it for snorkeling or scuba diving and make high-quality pictures of the sea creatures. It works in the 14 degrees Fahrenheit frost, allowing you to shoot cool photos while skiing or snowboarding. The double-lock mechanism of the battery compartment prevents the cover from incidental opening. Heat or frost, sea or hard soil, you will always be able to record and save the best memories with this Fujifilm camera. Shooting quality and modes. The CMOS sensor size making 1/2.3 inches with the optical resolution of 16.4 MP allows you to shoot photos with a top quality in every detail and minimum noise. The Fujifilm waterproof camera boasts a continuous shooting mode with a speed of up to 10 pictures per second or ultra-high speed of 60 photos. Number 2. OM System Olympus TG5. What is your precious moment? The idea of celebrating and immortalizing precious moments in life through capturing them with a camera isn't an entirely new concept. People have been doing that ever since the invention of the first camera, and some even argue that this idea was one of the main driving forces behind the previously mentioned invention. But everyone has a different definition of a precious moment, and thus every individual's precious moment could differ entirely from someone else's. Some people consider their most precious moments to be the ones coinciding their most impressive achievements, be it the moment they graduated college or university, the time they won some kind of a trophy, or that brief time period when they finally managed to achieve a certain level of success in their professional life. Others consider the most precious moments in their life to be the time spent with their family and loved ones, whether it is Thanksgiving or Christmas, where everyone gets together in order to celebrate, or a birth of their child, welcoming a new page in their life. Some people's precious moments are the ones where they feel the most alive and are able to appreciate every second they spend on this earth during that brief period of time. Number 1. Nikon W300 Waterproof. Nikon is always there for you. Although people in the middle of the 19th century, when the first camera was just being invented and introduced to the public, probably wouldn't even dare to dream it, in the modern world, most people own at least one capturing device, and virtually everybody used one of them a few times in their lifetime. But just because a camera or any other device that has the similar features is a handy tool for a variety of possible scenarios that individuals may or may not encounter sometime in their life, that doesn't mean that everybody is a huge fan of the process of filming videos and shooting photos, or the outcome of being in a motion picture or becoming part of an image. Some people love it though, and it is hard to blame them for that. Shooting a video or a series of photos is not only a fun activity that you can enjoy regardless of your company or lack thereof, but it is also an art form that requires a tremendous amount of technique, and the skill ceiling is virtually non-existent when it comes to it. People shooting photos or videos have to consider the background and the foreground, the proximity of the desired object or subject to their camera, whether the framing is straight enough, and the last but not least is the aspect of lighting, which is a separate art form in itself. Naturally, not everything comes down to the skill of the user, and a lot depends on the quality of your camera.